Lindsay Freitas with the American Lung Association in California, and as my colleague mentioned here, there are over 140 communities in California that have passed regulation to look at electronic cigarettes by and large as tobacco products. 33 of those communities are actually in cities that you all represent. Those include Oroville, Anaheim, Santa Ana, San Luis Obispo, Gilroy, El Monte, Compton, Baldwin Park, Alhambra, and Los Angeles, just to name a few. And it's really important that the regulations we pass at the state level match what's going on at the local level. So, for these reasons, the Lung Association's in opposition.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members. My name is Kelly Hampt. I'm here on behalf of the American Heart and American Stroke Association. Regrettably, we oppose this bill. We believe the Senator's intent of this bill is good. Unfortunately, we must oppose on the basis that this bill treats e-cigarettes as something other than a tobacco product. Last week, this committee passed out the gold standard in terms of e-cigarette regulation and did so knowing that the definition is important and has long-term impacts in the way California would regulate e-cigarettes and ensuring we continue to remain a leader in tobacco control. According to the CDC, from 2011 to 2013, U.S. middle and high school students who had never smoked cigarettes but who had used an e-cigarette tripled. More recent survey data from a Monitoring the Future report suggests an even more dramatic rate. High school students' usage in 2014 was 17% among 12th graders, higher than the use of tobacco cigarettes. The definition and the way we will regulate e-cigarettes in the future has an enormous impact on our tobacco control efforts in this state, and therefore we respectfully ask for your no vote.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and members. Sawait Seum on behalf of Health Access California. We are the statewide consumer advocacy coalition on health care, and we are regrettably opposed to this measure unless it's amended to treat e-cigarettes in the same manner as other tobacco products. We believe that SB24 threatens the decades of progress that California has made in its tobacco control and public health campaigns by treating e-cigarettes differently than other tobacco products. Recent studies show that e-cigarettes have potentially serious health consequences. In fact, the California Department of Public Health recently, in their 2015 report, found that mainstream and secondhand e-cigarettes aerosol contains at least 10 chemicals that are on California's Proposition 65 list of chemicals known to cause cancer, birth defects, or other reproductive harm. As a result, the department recommended that existing laws that currently protect minors and the general public from traditional tobacco products should be extended to cover e-cigarettes. For these reasons, we are opposed unless amended, as previously mentioned.
Thank you. Anyone else in opposition? Seeing none. Oh. Getting your exercise in for the day.
Yeah, sorry. Michelle Cabrera with SEIU California, also in opposition.
Thank you. Anyone else? Just please state your name and position only.
Hi, Kara Leffler from Lincoln, California, and as this bill is written right now, I oppose it.
Thank you.
Jeff Braithwaite, owner of Tasty Vapor in Oakland, California, also co-president NorCal chapter of SFATA, and I'm opposed this bill unless amended.
Danielle Blows, resident of Oakland, California, and a vapor. I'm opposed unless amended.
Josh Jones, I am also a vapor. I'm opposed unless amended.
My name is John Kavanaugh. I'm an owner in Costa Mesa. I oppose this amendment unless amended.
My name is Patrick Knowles. I'm a 8th generation Californian, small business owner, taxpayer, and I oppose this bill unless amended.
Austin Hopper, president of Cutwood LLC and Vaping Industries, Distribution and Wholesale. And I'm also the political action chairperson for SFATA Southern California, and I oppose this bill unless amended.
My name is Aaron Peterson. I own an e-liquid company based out of Newport Beach. We employ over 40 Californians, and I'm opposed to this bill unless amended. Thank you.
Eric Beal from Santa Rosa, California, opposed to this bill unless amended.
Tyler Frost, Valley Springs, California, opposed unless amended.
My name's Katie Dunn. I am the manager of a vapor store. I'm also part of the Vaping Education Council, and I oppose this bill.
My name is Carrie Hess. My husband and I own NorCal Vape in Redding, California, and I'm here to represent my 3,000 customers in opposition to this bill unless amended.
Court Barbano, the Vapor Spot, opposed unless amended.
Angel DeLeo, the Vapor Spot, and the Vaping Education Council in opposition unless amended.
Edward Wolf, Please talk to treating physicians and neutral, hoping for pragmatic amendments.
Thank you. Any questions, comments from any of the members? Senator Roth.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm concerned about the tobacco product definitional issue, Mr. Chair, but I think in order to allow the debate to continue on this bill and other legislation pending in this House and the other House, I'll be supporting the measure. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Comments, questions? Senator Nguyen. Senator Nguyen.
Senator Hill, we spoke a little bit ago. I just want to ask if you've had an answer for whether this would involve, if you had one store versus one company, multiple stores, how many times do they have to license with the BOE?
Yes, and thank you for the question. And I did do some research. The requirement would be that you would have one license for the LLC or whatever that entity would be, but you would have the fee and the license would be separated between each entity, so each one would stand on its own. So it would be $100 per establishment.
Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? Is there a motion? Is there a motion by Senator Roth? A couple of questions for Senator Hill. I know it's not germane to this committee, but there was a comment made by the BOE, I believe, that said that they would support if there was enough money to pay for the oversight of it. Do you have any idea of the cost of that?
We don't at this point, but we will look at that and work with the BOE to see what the number is and to find a way to make sure that that covers the cost of their involvement in licensing.
Okay. And obviously I supported the Leno bill as well. The difference is that the Leno bill deals with putting it into the Stake Act as well as saying that it's a tobacco product, whereas this is predominantly within the Stake Act. I'm going to support your bill, and for the main reason is because I believe in either instance, we have to make sure that, number one, it's licensed, it's an entity that needs to be regulated, but more importantly, that it needs to be out of the hands of children. And I think both of them address that, and that's my biggest concern. I believe that nicotine ultimately will lead to perhaps smoking. That's my personal opinion. But that's why I supported both. So with that, we have a motion by Senator Roth. Would you like to close?
If I could, Mr. Chair, just briefly, because we seem to get around the main issue is the definitional one that seems to be raised. And certainly the definition of 2010, now we're hearing that doesn't work and we want a different definition. But it seems to me that is all related to and based on a national agenda to try and go a certain direction. Whether you call it one thing or whatever the definition is, this bill will prevent smoking. It will prevent access of e-cigarettes to minors, and more importantly, as it would be for whatever definition, it will prevent with the using the smoke-free laws, prohibit smoking in restaurants, prohibit e-cigarettes and vaping in restaurants, bars, the workplace, healthcare, hospitals, and all locations. So regardless of what you call the definition, this bill will move us quite a bit forward. Thank you. I respectfully ask for an aye vote, members.
Thank you very much. This is item number 2, SB24, do pass as amended. Call the members, please.
Hernandez?
Aye.
Hernandez, aye. Nguyen?
Aye.
Nguyen, aye. Hall? Mitchell? Monning? Nielsen?
Aye.
Nielsen, aye. Pan? Roth?
Aye.
Roth, aye. Wolk? Wolk, aye.
Currently has 5. That's enough to get out. We have some members absent. We'll put that bill on call.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much, colleagues. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you. I think, is that Senator Cannella?